A journey from numb survival to vibrant living. Prologue. The clock ticks, whether you do or not. Time doesn't ask. It doesn't wait for your clarity, confidence, or courage. It keeps ticking. And most people don't realize how precious life is, until they've already given most of it away to fear, regret, routine, or others' expectations. But sometimes, one moment, one mistake, one conversation, one breakdown, is enough to shake you awake. This is the story of Aarav Malhotra, a 34-year-old man who was drifting through life without meaning, until one sharp moment shattered his comfort and gave birth to something deeper. Not success, not fame, but purpose. Part 1, A Life on Autopilot. Aarav lived in Gurugram. A finance manager in a mid-sized company, he woke up every morning at 7 a.m., wore the same kind of shirt, took the same metro, avoided eye contact, and scrolled social media until his stop arrived. He wasn't unhappy, but he wasn't alive either. He didn't remember the last time he laughed from his belly, or cried without shame, or looked at the sky for longer than 5 seconds. His life was a loop. Wake, work, scroll, sleep, repeat. He had friends, but they mostly shared memes and forwarded good morning messages. His parents called him weekly. He said he was busy but fine. He dated casually, but no one stayed long. Not because they left, but because he never really showed up. Inside, Aarav was quietly drowning in numbness. But he called it being practical. Part 2, The Day That Changed Everything. It was a Tuesday. Ordinary. He left work early, took his regular metro, and stopped by a small chai stall he rarely noticed. As he sipped his tea, a boy, maybe 10 or 11, ran past him, chasing a paper kite. The boy's laughter echoed in the alley. Aarav didn't smile. He just looked down at his phone. Another email. Another client request. Suddenly, a loud screech. A truck. A scream. Silence. Aarav turned. The boy had been hit. Crowds rushed in. The kite landed near Aarav's feet. He froze. His tea slipped from his hands. He couldn't move. His heartbeat pounded in his ears. By the time the ambulance came, it was too late. Later, the shopkeeper said, that boy used to make kites and sell them. Wanted to save up to buy books for school. Aarav stood still as the world blurred around him. That night, he couldn't sleep. The boy's laughter haunted him. And a question burned in his chest. What am I doing with my life? Part 3, Cracks in the Mirror. For weeks, Aarav went to work, but something inside him had cracked. He started noticing people, the security guard's tired smile, the tea lady's trembling hands, the child sweeping the metro floor. He started asking questions he had long buried. What do I really want? Why am I alive? Am I truly living, or just existing? One evening, he stood in front of his bathroom mirror and whispered, I don't want to die a man who just worked and waited for weekends. Tears spilled. He wasn't sad. He was awakening. Part 4, The first step is always the hardest. For the first time in 11 years, Aarav applied for leave, unpaid, open-ended. His boss said, Are you having a midlife crisis? Aarav smiled and replied, No, I'm having a midlife beginning. He packed a small bag and booked a train to Rishikesh. Not for peace. Not for spirituality. Just for space. In Rishikesh, he walked for hours near the Ganga. He sat with monks. He journaled. He cried. He laughed. He listened to street musicians. He met Meera, a 60-year-old cancer survivor who taught meditation. She once told him, When the doctor told me I had 6 months, I didn't think of money or success. I thought of mangoes I never ate and songs I never sang. That night, Aarav wrote in his journal, I don't want to live a half-life anymore. I want to feel. I want to create. I want to give. Part 5, Choosing Aliveness over Safety. Back in Gurugram after 3 weeks, nothing had changed. The traffic was the same. His apartment looked the same. His inbox had 437 unread emails. But Aarav had changed. He declined a promotion offer. Instead, he used his savings to launch a small project. Jeevan Box, a nonprofit that delivered notebooks, stationery, and books to underprivileged children in urban slums. He didn't know logistics or fundraising. But he knew he had wasted enough of his life not trying. In the first month, he served 43 children. In the second, 170. In the third, local volunteers joined in. He didn't earn much. But for the first time, he felt rich. He saw gratitude in the eyes of children. He laughed with strangers. He slept at night, not from exhaustion, but contentment. Part 6. Facing the doubts. Not everyone supported him. His uncle said, "You left your career for what? Giving pens to beggars." An old friend mocked him on WhatsApp, "Go walla bangaya too." Some nights, the doubts returned. Was this a mistake? What if I run out of money? What if nothing changes? But then he would remember the little girl who hugged him because it was the first time she had crayons. Or the boy who said, "I want to be a teacher like you." And the fear melted. Because purpose, once tasted, is stronger than the need for approval. Part 7. The letter that broke him open. One day, Aarav received a letter. No return address. Just 5 handwritten lines. "I was that boy's sister. The one who died chasing the kite. I saw you. Thank you for not forgetting him. You saved my hope." Aarav wept like a child. Not from guilt. From grace. From understanding that sometimes, the worst moments birth the best within us. Part 8. The life you're meant to live. Years passed. Aarav's project grew into a movement, reaching over 25,000 children across North India. He gave talks. He trained teachers. He started art camps. He even fell in love with a school counselor named Ria who believed in second chances. At 41, Aarav stood on a stage at a social innovation summit. His voice was steady. "Don't waste your life chasing shadows. Don't die with your song unsung. You don't have to change the world. Just wake up, and truly live in yours." The audience rose in applause. But Aarav smiled for something deeper, something only he could feel. Freedom. Epilogue. What it means to not waste your life. Not wasting your life doesn't mean becoming famous, or rich, or successful in the world's eyes. It means doing what makes your soul feel light. Saying, "I love you," without waiting for the perfect time. Forgiving others, and yourself. Creating instead of consuming. Giving even when you have little. And waking up every day with the quiet commitment. "Today, I will live. Not just survive." Speech balloon.